What's up guys, Ace here today, bringing you guys a review for Fire Force Season 2, Episode 6, The Time to Choose, and what a title. What a title. Today we get the decision between Inca on whether or not she will try to join the Whiteclads versus the Special Fire Force. And it was pretty much seen from the get-go, right? Like, everyone knew Inca wasn't really about it. Like, Inca's really not trying to join the Fire Force. And would she have joined the Fire Force? Okay, let's think of it. Like, first of all, Inca was like a gang leader, and she's definitely the type to like live more on the edge. So she's not trying to go to jail because they're definitely gonna punish her if she would have joined the Fire Force, right? And so this seemed like the right way to go. Anyways, let's get into this. So in this episode, we got we get the finalization of the whole Shinra versus Sharon fight. Sharon like BTFO'd Shinra, and that was pretty obvious. Like, wow, there's some pretty strong people, and I thought like Shinra was strong, but there are some strong people in the Whiteclads. Anyways, Sharon didn't die, which I'm glad for. Super crazy. Reminds me of the Raikage. I love the whole like white hair thing going on in a lot of these anime. I think white hair looks pretty sick, or gray hair. Those look sick. Anyways, yeah. So like, Shinra just can't beat Sharon. Sharon's just too strong. I'm wondering eventually, like, will he be able to beat him? But anyways, we get to see Inca have the decision. It seemed like she had the decision, right? Like, Shinra was telling Inca that, hey, just break free of these guys. Like, these guys look like they're just fodder characters. You might as well just break free of them. And I thought that was, like, the case, right? But it turns out, like, even despite Shinra, like, smacking one of them down, they came back up. Like, they were pretty durable? So, I guess it wasn't to say that they were weak, despite them being fodder characters. Like, they were pretty strong. And we also saw that Inca didn't really have the chance. She didn't see, like, her, I don't know what to call it. Her ability didn't show, basically. So that basically means that she either couldn't see what was happening. Like, she couldn't understand the future. That's, I think, essentially the sort of thing it's telling, because she could sniff out the future events potentially, and she couldn't see what exactly was happening to break free of their grasp. That was interesting. Like, she was destined to be part of the Whiteclad. That was kind of interesting. But like, didn't we see her before in the past, like, make her own path, and she just didn't decide to do it there now? Maybe she was just like fully letting, like, so you say, like, Jesus take the wheel right there. She's just like, yep, bring me with the Whiteclads. Anyways, Inca ends up going with the Whiteclads, and Shinra's just smashed. He can't do anything, and he ends up just like feeling bad and sad about himself. But you know, so sort of things go. Inca actually ends up killing one of her own old members from her team when she was actually the boss, the head honcho, which was kind of unfortunate. Like, I thought Inca would been like, hey, join us, be part of our gang, or something like that, right? But no, that wasn't even the case. Inca just single-handedly just wiped him out, and she became more like nefarious and evil after too, because despite being held, she was very gentle, very kind, subtle. She didn't like do anything crazy. But then afterwards, after like taking her own fate in her own hands and saying like, hey, I want to join the Whiteclad, she not only broke her cuffs, but she also was just like following them. Like her cuffs were off. She didn't need to be chained like a dog. She would just follow the Whiteclad members. That was interesting. Like, now she's in it. She's actually in it. She's a full-fledged Whiteclad member. And that was whatever. We see them walk off into the shadows, but then we have Shinra and everyone else back, congregating because everything else is finished. The whole scene of, you know, everything burning down is gone. Things pretty much been taken care of, besides the fact that Inca was taken away. And we have some problems now. The Whiteclad / Evangelist has another Edola Burst person. Person? I don't know. And that's a problem because there's one person closer to their mission. I don't know. We don't really know their mission. That was the problem. And so it was devised by all the Fire Force members to essentially congregate this whole, side mission, like weird recon team coming up here, where basically just a few members of each Fire Force would come together and look for more clues on the Dullaburs. And that was interesting. Like most of the members did come from the 8th Force, the 8th Fire Force, Station 8, which is, I don't know, kind of like that's whatever. Honestly, I was really hoping for like a more I don't know, like more variety, such diversity inside of the picks, but it's whatever. It happens. We do lose some people. Like we lose to the sisters, and we do get Arthur, but like I'm just sort of tired of seeing some of the characters we've already seen before because they are the main characters. So I was hoping to see like a little more diversity in that part, but that's whatever. That's fine. It's totally fine. Like we could, I don't know, emphasize more on their abilities and see more of that. But that's cool. Anyways, once they construct the special force operation, they were set to go to China, and that was interesting because they did bring up a map, and I think I'll have it in the video. They brought up a map of what the world looks like as of now, I think, essentially. And if you guys just see the map, it just looks like everything is just completely destroyed. Everything's like burnt down to the crust. I don't know, crisp, burnt down to a crisp. Yeah, there we go. And it's just like, where's China? Where are you guys going? It was super weird thinking about that. Like, and then okay. And after that, after they showed like the new world map that they created, I'm guessing this is just like not a complete world map because I don't know. This seems like a over exaggeration of what's happening, but you know, this is inside the show, so like, could it really not be happening? Anyways, it seemed like Russia would be there, but I guess China's there. I don't know where they're going exactly. They said they're going to China, but it's like, where's China? Wouldn't China be gone? Anyways, they go there and we see some beautiful water. Oof. Also, we also saw that China is where, well, the border of China, I believe, is where Juggernaut, which is the dude that launches those huge missiles. He's literally like a walking pinball. He's like so wide at the waist. He's actually from the borderlands of China, I believe he said. That was cool. So we're gonna get more on him, and I honestly like seeing him. He looks pretty interesting, just like this huge long range dude that just I don't want to kill anyone, shoots a bunch of missiles out and destroys everything. That's what he seems like. So that'll be cool to see more about. Maybe we'll get something about his family, and like maybe he'll go berserk or something. Like he like turns into an infernal because something happens. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Anyways, that's basically what we got from this episode. It was basically just like a show to transition into, I guess, more of the main parts of the season, because we're getting into episode 6, and I guess we're learning more about the evangelists, because the whole point of going to China is to learn more about the evangelists. And I'm guessing this is where they talked about a mountain when they were going to China. They were talking about not mountain, but undersea volcano, and I'm wondering if this is where the initial cataclysm happened. Because it seemed like that's the only reason to bring it up like that in that sort of context, but I could be wrong with that. Anyways, after that, before that actually, we were looking at I was looking at the water, and the water was just freaking amazing. Like this is sort of anime, like you wouldn't understand how beautiful the water is until you see it, but it was just amazing. It was like Shishu gargantuous type of water. It was amazing. It was so like bright, and the clouds that were touching the water, if you guys haven't seen it yourself, it was crazy. This water was absolutely stunning. Like I didn't okay, first of all, I didn't think they would show that much water. They did, but then he just like, I don't know, it was like putting in our faces like, this is some crazy looking water. Anyways, that was basically the episode. There were some things that were like a little weird. Like first of all, the boat was like super weird looking. Maybe it's just me, but it seemed like this super weird industrialized like frigate. It was like all metal, like compared to everything else in contrast. This thing looked like it was made to go into war. Like that was interesting. And that's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it. Like this, if this thing had like a missile launcher or something on it, I wouldn't be like, if this was like battle ready ship, I wouldn't be surprised. It looked like it. Like like if you saw it at the harbor, everything else was like white and blue, light brown, stuff like that. You know, typical dock colors. This was just like hard black, industrialized, like we're going to war type of ship. So if they go into war by the time they get there, because I don't think we end getting there either. So if they do like find something, or if they like, if the ship does something crazy, like I'd expect it to, because it looks pretty crazy. The ship looks pretty crazy. Anyways, that will be the review for Fire Force Season 2, Episode 6. If you guys tell me what you guys think about the episode down in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. Other than that, peace out, guys, and have a nice day.